arrange how would I do host? If I may, I'm thinking that you chose the best thing if you like them good shows and all of these movies. What up, Chip and Chap? This is Chip and Chap Chat. What up, Chip and Chap? This is Chip and Chap Chat. What up, Chip and Chap? This is Chip and Chap Chat. What up, Chip and Chap? This is Chip and Chap Chat.
What up, Chip Chaps? This is Chip Chap Chat, episode 60.
60.
Bow, bow, bow. Well, that's your favorite part. It's literally your favorite part. You're
really
like, man, I can't wait to add those things that go bow, bow, bow. Those things.
Those things. I'm Chamba.
And I'm Foray. When we talk about nerdy shit with you.
Yeah.
So let's do that.
Listen.
Let's do that for episode 60.
Yep. TV talk. Jon Bernthal has been spotted filming for Marvel Television for Punisher, right? Is it for Punisher or for Defenders?
People aren't sure if it's for Punisher or for the Defenders. There's a lot of outlets are saying Punisher is filming, but it really could be for either one. They're not sure. But it means we get Punisher soon, so whatever's clever. Well, soon is a rough estimate, because really we're not getting Iron Fist until beginning of next year, or like May next year, something like that. And then Defenders after that in the wintertime, I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
Because they did like Jessica Jones beginning of the year, and then Luke Cage at the year, so I'm assuming that it'll do the same thing. Iron Fist at the beginning of the year, Defenders.
He's going to appear in Defenders as well, then.
Who? Iron Fist?
No, Punisher.
Oh, Punisher. Well, that's what we're saying. We don't know. They don't. No one's confirmed if they're filming the Punisher series yet, so but they're not sure which one it's for. They just know he's filming for Marvel TV.
Wicked. That's cool. I'm excited.
So if he shows up in Defenders, I wouldn't be surprised, even if it's for something small.
Right.
I don't think he'll be part of the team, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But I would not be surprised if he shows up. Yeah.
To be honest, I have no idea what the format is even going to be for the Defenders.
I don't know either. Because I'm like,
episodes.
How long is it going to take for them to get together?
Right. You have to establish that.
I did hear that the Defenders was going to be a mini-series.
Meaning what?
Meaning not 13 episodes. That was like way when they first announced it. I don't know if that's still plans change all the time, so it could be something totally different now. But originally I heard it was supposed to be like 4 really long episodes, like movies basically.
Oh, dude. Regardless of what they do, I'm pumped.
I'm just curious, like, how long does it take them to put the team together? If the enemy is really just an army of ninjas the whole time? Because, like, usually the other series, they have multiple people they're fighting, multiple, like, bad guy enemies, and then, some of those enemies are in groups or whatever, but they're usually not just one person the whole time. Like, Daredevil, he's not only fighting Kingpin. He's fighting the Russian gangsters and, like, random ninja people he runs into and yada yada. So are the Defenders going to, like, have missions to do smaller shit and the bigger shit where they're fighting a ninja army?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like, from what I understand, Elektra's the villain.
Right, because she's, newly resurrected. Spoilers.
Right, as their demon thing or whatever. We don't even know what it is. What do they call it? The thing that Stick is obsessed with, Dark Cloud or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Some shit like that.
Something like that.
That she's supposed to be that.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that? What does that mean? Because all that shit's made up.
Is she gonna be a cloud?
Oh, they're not. I don't think Marvel's dumb enough for that.
No.
They've seen that fail too many times. The poop cloud villains.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if Netflix will go that way.
They can't, because it's still got to be street level, or the Avengers would get involved somehow. So I feel like, dude, could you imagine? If in Defenders there's an Avengers cameo?
Dude, I almost want to know, but I don't want them to tell me. I want to be surprised, but because of the internet and the world we currently live in, we almost expect to find out these things as it's happening. And that's why surprises, when they occur, it takes us completely off guard for the most part.
The one that makes the most sense to me is Spider-Man, and I'm not going to be mad if Spider-Man shows up.
I don't know if they're gonna.
But he's a street-level New York hero.
He's the most street level
Right,
terms of
so
the movie
like
franchises.
he's the one that the most easily could involve himself in their shit,
and he's based in New York.
and he shares some of the villains. Man, Kingpin's one of his villains.
Yep. I wish.
I would be so fucking stoked if Spider-Man shows up to fight ninjas in the Defenders series. Oh
That
god,
would be so good.
I would burst into flames. I'm pretty sure. What else we got? Ben Barnes cast as Jigsaw and the Punisher. So they're casting
That's
people. It very well could be them getting. But if they've only cast one person, I feel like it's a thing where they're setting up for Punisher, but he probably filmed some sort of cameo or some shit.
Yep.
In the picture they showed of him, he's got a full wicked beard, and that's not the look they gave us with the Punisher last. So I don't know if he's on the run or he just showed up to set and he hasn't even been groomed up for it yet.
Unless, of course, this is he's going on hiding look.
Right, or a flashback or some shit. I don't think he's in hiding anymore. He just got his gear. He just got his outfit.
I understand that, but he's a complete vigilante though.
He is, but I'm like, how much time is even supposed to have passed?
Wouldn't the police be against that? I don't know. See, that's the thing. If all these shows are supposed to happen in occurrence to when they're released,
right,
then time has definitely passed.
Well, they said in Luke Cage, I think they said it had been 3 months or something since he left Hell's Kitchen.
Okay.
So if they happen assuming 3 or 4 months apart from each other in sequential order, that's very interesting to me. But I'm curious how that'll play out. Dude, I'm so stoked. Whatever they're gonna do, I'm fine with it. Jigsaw is an interesting character. I hope he has a butthole for an eye again. Next thing, new image of Iron Fist, him throwing a punch to a dude with stacks and stacks of bad guys beaten up in the background.
Yeah, so that's cool. And that was cool. And they also have that release date where they show the smoke coming out of that thing that forms the
teaser trailer.
Neat. Yeah, I was like, that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I want a real teaser trailer though. Show me him hit somebody.
Oh yeah, I want to see some One Punch Man
do a move. Show him kick a.
It's tricky though because
onto the other shit. We got a whole bunch of crap we gotta get through.
Yeah, we do.
Movie talk.
Yeah, movie talk. We're on to movie talk now. There wasn't much TV talk. Oh, we could talk more, but you know what? Nah, we'll save it.
We got a long movie list this week, so we got to burn through these.
Yeah. So yeah, movie talk. Live action Mulan slated for November 2018.
Is that cool?
Right?
Yeah. Is that
cool?
Cool?
I mean, just announce Aladdin already.
Are they gonna have Eddie Murphy as a dragon in this movie?
They better.
Do they better?
That guy.
Is that the best plan?
Who would you want instead as that though? Wait.
I mean, do they even have that? Do they even have a dragon?
I was gonna ask. I'm like, if this is a retell, nah. I think they could. If they're gonna do Beauty and the Beast with all the bloody people turning into houseware and shit like that,
it's true. But
they gotta have a little dragon.
Think of how different Mulan is, though. They could do Mulan as an epic.
Serious?
An epic, serious thing, yeah.
I don't want them to, because it seems like everything that they're doing with these live-action versions is they're staying pretty true. With the whole...
Pete's dragon was different.
It was, but it was still a bloody dragon.
It was, but it was a lot more serious. It was about that kid, he has got a family and he's lost and shit. I don't remember all that shit in the original one.
I don't remember much of the original, to be honest. But, hey, live-action Mulan... Cool, I guess, but announce Aladdin.
I think Aladdin's harder, dude, because of the genie shit. The genie shit.
It is. It's tricky. I know. I get it, but
it's easier to announce Mulan. If they can cast anybody as that fucking dragon, and nobody's gonna lose their mind. When they recast the genie, people are gonna react to it. They got that.
Little Mermaid, then.
They're waiting.
No, that's not making. It's not happening anymore.
They're waiting because of that is the last thing people heard about Little Mermaid. They've got other shit going on, man. Disney's got a lot of movies coming out.
Whatever.
Spider-Man Homecoming has wrapped filming, and we've gotten 0 pictures of Keaton or the Vulture on set.
True. and we still don't know.
They
We
still
don't know a
haven't-
lot about this movie. And
They
I
still
love it.
haven't confirmed if he's even playing the Vulture.
Right.
They're really
find out
just
he's J. Jonah.
letting. Dude, if it turns out he's J. Jonah, I'm perfectly fine with it.
Yeah,
If it turns out he's Norman Osborn, I'm perfectly fine with it.
Yep, I'm good with either. Which is weird because normally one actor shouldn't be able to play both roles, but he's great.
He'd be good as either one because he's that kind of actor. J. Jonah, I think, is even more so than Goblin because of the age and I think the energy.
Oh, his Jonah would be amazing.
Yeah, his Jonah would be great, and it would make sense if why it was such a like on again off again thing. Like maybe it was a thing where he's like, well, that means I gotta appear in a lot of these movies. If I'm the Vulture, I'm just one and done.
Right.
If I'm J. Jonah, then I've got to keep coming back.
Or if I'm Osborn, I have to keep coming back.
Right. I mean, and Vulture could too. Look, in this one, they've already said, well, the Tinkerer is going to make all their gear, but they've already said that the Shocker is in it and Vulture is in it. They could easily do a Sinister Six movie
without us knowing.
Not necessarily even in this movie, but if they set up half of the Sinister Six now,
that's true.
The second movie could be that, or they could do half now, half in the next one. Third movie is Sinister Six.
Good, give me that. That sounds great already.
But a lot of people are like, but they fucked up the other movies because they put three villains in it.
Yeah, but this is not the same.
It's not, but they got three villains in it.
People always say, like, I understand that the examples that we have are very bad examples of it.
Right.
Where it's like multiple villains usually equals terrible film.
Yeah.
But that doesn't have to be the case.
And I don't even think that Amazing Spider-Man 2 was a terrible film.
It wasn't.
I think there were a couple terrible things forced into an okay film.
Yes. That
had some great stuff in it, like Spring.
Yeah.
And
it had great moments too.
But I feel like some of the terrible stuff just out. We got that exact same movie, but the Max Grek or whatever the Electro character is, whatever his alter ego, his human version. If you just never see him, Electro's just he's already the blue thing, and he just starts tearing shit up and robbing places.
That film would have been completely different.
Completely different movie.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have hated it as much either.
Even have the Rhino, even have him as dumbass, like the weird Paul Giamatti thing, but just have him have the suit from the beginning, so we don't have to get there.
Oh, and that film would have been shorter.
It changes the movie completely.
Yeah. Oh, and right.
You wouldn't even have to change anything about the Green Goblin character if you fixed the other shit. He's the one that
develops. Right, exactly. Like, there's a thing with the problem there with these films. It's like multiple characters, like multiple villains, and you have to show enough focus for each of the villains. No, you don't. You don't. You really don't.
Don't have their stories be simple. They're fucking robbers.
Exactly.
They're criminals.
Exactly.
You don't have to give them. You don't have to make people sympathize with them. You don't have to.
Why is that the thing when it's like, oh, they're villains? You have to. And that's why people freaking give more of a crap about villains than they do heroes in films. Because they pay a lot more attention to the villain's thing. And I'm like, okay, if you're going to have one primary villain, absolutely, he is essentially the other main character.
Right.
But if you're going to have multiple villains, have one be the focus. The others don't have to be like, they're all dire threats. They all have to matter to the giant plot. That guy's a thief.
Especially Spider-Man villains. A lot of those guys are just dumb dickheads who get a suit from somewhere and now they're a villain.
That's essentially it's like, oh, you're gonna give me the shock suit? Awesome! I'm gonna go rob a bank. Done.
Right, because that's as far as I could think about what to do with these things. Is I'm gonna steal shit with them.
Remember Sandman?
Yep.
You didn't need all that backstory.
No, you didn't need he has to visit his sick kid and all that stuff.
No, you didn't need any of that. And I'm sure people are like, but that helps the character. But it ruined the movie. It
made the movie longer than it needed to be. If you were just looking at the scenes where he's fighting Sandman in the beginning of it, he's got the sand mallet, sand ball and spikes. You're like, yeah, that's what it is in the comic books. And then you're like, what is all this other shit? What is all the other shit?
And
so anyway, it could be good.
It's harder. It's harder, though, for movies because you're limited with time. If it was a television show, absolutely show backstory. You've got the time. But you don't
I
have the
wish
time
I
in
wish that
movies.
they would do Spider-Man as a Netflix show instead of the
Oh
movies.
goodness.
Almost. I just
Give me
know
that
that
instead.
the effects are so much harder to do with
Right.
all the
It's
web
tricky.
slinging.
Yeah, that's why it's hard. Like he's a street level character, yet his effects require movie budget.
Right. Or without them looking like real cheese, because they could do a
Right.
practical version, but you're gonna
Sure.
notice how different it
Oh
is and
yes,
how
completely.
not Spider-Man it is
Yeah.
after the Raimi films and
Right.
yada
And then you're gonna
yada.
see the CG and you're like, they did not have the budget for that scene.
Right.
Shouldn't have done it. They
Yeah.
were too
But
ambitious.
I
But
would
hey,
love to see it. I would love
I
to
want to
see
see
it.
it. I want to see it. But
Speaking
yeah,
of that,
it's
though,
wrapped up. Great.
Luke Cage's Cottonmouth, one of the villains from the Luke Cage series, is cast in the Battle Angel Alita movie.
I have
Um,
no idea who he's playing.
I don't know either. I got to assume if he got the job based on what he did in Luke Cage, he's probably a bad guy. I don't know
Right
what bad
now,
guy he would
so
be
far, the casting in Alita is weird to me. But
because they're just pulling
whatever.
from all cultures.
No, that's not the part that's weird for me. It's like I know Christoph Waltz is gonna be a major player there, and I know the character that he's supposed to play, and I don't see it at all.
Right.
So that's already weird to me.
So a lot is probably changing.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Yet we're not gonna get the same amount of like negative thing that Ghost in the Shell's getting.
that's because Battle Angel is not nearly as well known and
Right.
beloved
Absolutely.
as Ghost in the
Yeah,
Shell.
that's definitely it. But hey,
Um,
cool. He was great in that show.
Yeah, he was awesome in Luke Cage. So good.
Yeah.
Glad they got a guy who's good.
Mhm.
Did
Yep.
you watch this Doctor Strange TV spot yet?
I don't like that trailer.
The like
That one felt
after
so
that
cheap.
after that cool Power Rangers thing, then you see one of them like flickers off, and that's like a comedy beat, and the collar of the cape like trying to kiss on him and shit. Like what the fuck is
What
that?
is that? I don't like
That's like
this.
Scooby Doo like fucking gags.
This
and
is
shit.
okay. I didn't want to see anything Doctor Strange because I just wanted to see the film as is.
Don't watch the
That
time
first-
one because the time one is cool.
I'm
And-
not watching any TV spots.
Oh yeah,
That
don't
was the only
watch-
TV spot I'm gonna watch, and that's it.
I only watched the levitation one. I didn't even know they had all these other ones because the levitation one I heard was the comedic trailer. You got to see this new comedic trailer. So I was looking, I was like, that just seems like cheese. Like I don't the
Yeah,
cape, the cape
it
collar
seems-
thing, especially. Cut that shit. Cut that right the fuck out of the movie.
I want this to be not in the movie.
Cut
I want it
that.
to be. You know how we see trailers and stuff. How it's like, oh, that scene never appeared in the movie. I want that to be the case here.
Yep, that collar shit is the one.
Is
Take
that bad for me to ask that?
Nope, not in my
I
opinion.
don't like that one. Because that original trailer, I dug. The IMAX trailer, that's sick. Give me that. This thing, I'm like, what is this for?
Yeah,
It's not for Strange.
the only
I don't like
other
it.
one I had seen is the time one, and that one re-sold me. I was like, okay, if
Okay,
it's
cool.
this, I'm fine. Just I don't
Alright.
want the other shit.
I'm just not going to watch any more because I don't want to.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. But based on that, just that spot, I don't like that spot. And I'm glad it's only a couple of seconds in a whole movie. I hope it's not a lot of these, though.
Oh man, I really hope not. Because you
I
remember
hope
there
it's
was
not.
all that shit about like, oh, they hired Dan Harmon to write
Also,
jokes.
if this is what Dan Harmon wrote, he's an idiot.
I mean, but it's silly shit. Like consider his humor on Community. I could imagine that cape scene happening on Community and it being really
Yeah, but this
funny
is
in the
not
context of Community. But that's
Right,
what I'm
this
saying.
Is not
Like,
Community. But
but
also,
they got the Russos to do Winter Soldier, so they're like, what's the
Right.
difference?
the difference is the Russos did the entire film.
Yeah, they didn't
The
write
director,
Community.
exactly. Yeah. Actually, they who knows? They might have written those episodes, but again, they did the entire movie. This guy Harmon was brought in to spice up whatever. Who knows? Whereas he's not directing it.
Yeah, it's bizarre, man.
Whatever. I'm watching it anyway, so we'll see what happens. But I don't like
Always
that TV
watching
spot.
it.
I don't want more of that. I don't
Yeah.
want more of that.
Next thing, Suicide
talk, though.
Squad's getting an extended cut. It was announced it's going to have 13
We knew
minutes.
this
of
was
extra
going to
footage.
happen.
Oh yeah, I was saying this is going to get the Ultimate Edition or the Joker.
You
I'm
know
assuming
what?
they were going to call it the Joker Edition, but
Yeah. Do you
Right
know
now
what?
it's just extended cut. What's up?
DC needs to stop this.
Why? Maybe that's their thing. They're like, we don't do after credit shit necessarily,
Then you know
but we'll
what?
give
I'm
you an
not gonna watch
extra
the.
cut movie.
Ugh. At this point, I'm almost like, yeah, I'm not even gonna bother watching in the cinema now.
But why? What's the difference?
Because when the film itself, like, if we're gonna get another BVS, if I get another BVS, and then when they release the Blu-ray and go, don't worry, here's the extended cut, I'm gonna say, fuck you, I'm not watching that one.
What's the difference? But why? What's the difference? Why such a strong stance? Every movie you buy on Blu-ray, especially these comic movies, has deleted scenes. All they did, put some of the deleted scenes back in the movie.
Yeah, but they're deleted for a
slap the
purpose,
sticker
which
on it.
means, all right, in terms of the next films that comes out, do we take any of this extended footage to account? No, we can't, because it's not part of the film. It's not original release.
I don't know.
Deleted scenes, we can't look at the
So
deleted
far,
scenes.
that's not happened or been a problem.
I'm just saying, but if that would have happened, like, okay, it's alternate versions of the film. That's neat to watch. It's definitely neat to see. But
That's
I
their
can't
gimmick.
look at that. I don't like this. It's a dumb gimmick. I don't like it.
But I'm saying, like, so far,
Give me
none of
deleted
the stuff
scenes.
that
Give me
they
deleted
put
scenes,
back
that's fine.
in is stuff that can't
Ruining.
be canon.
I'm just saying, though.
There's nothing
I'm
that
just
contradicts anything so
Oh
far.
no. I'm not saying it's going so far, but I'm saying if it gets to that point, why just put why can't you make your minds up? That's mainly my thing.
So you're saying if they put out Cap, Winter Soldier, and they were like, here's the extended cut. It's got just all the other scenes that were in it for a longer version of the film. We cut it down for time originally, but here's the rest of it. Ultimate cut of Cap. That you're going to be like, well, I'm not going to watch any of the rest of these Marvel movies in the cinema.
No.
Well, what's the difference?
You know what the difference is? Do you know what the difference is? How bad BVS was. That was the difference.
Yeah, but you seem to have a problem.
But you're not taking that into account,
specifically
Royce.
with the extended part of it.
And also Suicide Squad. I didn't love Suicide Squad either.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't love it.
That's
but it was
two problems I'm already
miles
having.
fucking more fun than
right,
BVS.
It's no doubt. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying, like, in terms of these extended deleted cuts, make your mind up. If you're gonna do that, that's really my thing. If you're gonna release a film in the bloody cinemas,
right,
that better be the thing that you want us to see.
It was, and then they were like, and now we want you to see more scenes.
Now you want to
for
see
extra
more.
$20 or whatever.
Give me deleted scenes. I'll take deleted scenes because the deleted scenes means it's not really part of the cut.
But isn't that a more fun way? You can watch deleted
not for
scenes
me.
cut into the movie.
Not for me.
Then you get to go, wait, was that in it? I don't even remember. Was that in it?
Because I know with BVS, I was like, the BVS, we watched the extended cut. It did nothing.
No.
It did nothing.
I don't remember anything about it benefiting it, except for, I guess the one thing that I was like, that's interesting, is when you got to see Clark go to Gotham. That was the one time I was like, well, that's kind of cool, because we definitely didn't get to see that. And it gave us some instance of what Gotham is like in this world, because otherwise we didn't get to see it.
The thing, it's just, that film is a mess, though. It is such a mess.
It is. It's a weird one.
That's why I'm like with DC. You guys, man, you guys are testing me.
It's just a lot of hands in the pot.
Remove these fucking hands, because you're ruining things.
Right, well, let's
Don't
move
put
on to
your
something
finger in
less frustrating. The Wolverine 3 poster has been revealed. And the official title of the movie has been revealed as Logan. Also, plot details released.
Oh, I didn't see the plot details.
It takes place in 2024.
Ooh.
Logan's powers are weakening, so he's losing his healing factor, I guess, and he's starting to age.
So mutant ability goes?
I don't know, because they said that Xaviers' powers are also like weak or on the fritz or weakening or something as well, and like he doesn't remember Logan.
Okay. And
they released a picture of Patrick Stewart as well, and his face is all ragged. It looks like he has cataracts, and he's like super old looking.
So they added like lots of makeup on him. Then I'm taking.
Or just use less. I don't know what they do to age up guys that are already old.
Yeah, I wonder.
I think they just emphasize the wrinkles they've already got, I guess. Also, in the poster for the movie Logan, they've got a little girl holding originally we just had to assume it was a little girl, but now they're saying plot details.
Okay.
The little girl that is holding his hand also has 2 claws instead of 3, to imply that it is some version of the X-23 character.
Interesting.
Seems like a bit of a waste, in my opinion.
Yes, but at this
If
point,
it's
it's
set
Fox
in
universe.
2024, because then means you don't get to use her in any of these other movies that are happening.
Do we know what's
But
happening with any of their movies at this point, though? At this point, it
fucking
doesn't seem like they do
don't.
either. It seems like
These
they don't
movies,
either, so who cares?
they're all like Elseworld stories at this point.
Yeah, every single one of
is
them.
the one that makes the most sense to me.
Yeah, Deadpool's my favorite of these worlds.
Right? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's
Just
bizarre.
anything said in that X-Men universe, that Deadpool Marvel universe, I'll take that one. The most.
Right?
I also like how Ryan Reynolds tweeted how it's like that was his hand.
Yeah, because of his little baby hand.
Yeah, it was the best.
Yeah.
That's why he's Deadpool.
It definitely
The poster's
is.
interesting.
Poster
I mean, it's a
looks
cool look. Logan, though, that's an interesting.
It kind of, I think it's supposed to be a reference to the Old Man Logan cover.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, he didn't have a little girl's hand, but it was like his hand close up with the claws coming out.
Okay. I have a feeling though, in some countries they will label it as Logan Wolverine.
Oh yeah, I'm sure the name is gonna be different in other countries if it doesn't change here as well.
Right. They can't just call it Logan because then, but they would ask, "What's that?" It's like, "Oh, it's a Wolverine sequel." It's like, "Oh, okay." You don't want them to have to ask that.
Right. Especially because it's supposed to be the third Wolverine movie.
Exactly. You can't say Wolverine 3. And people want to forget about the first one as well, so.
Because they didn't call the second one 2 either. They just called it the Wolverine. So they were like, Wolverine
weird.
Origins, the Wolverine, and now Logan.
Alright, whatever.
So, yeah, sure, whatever, man. I'm interested in it, but it's a bizarre premise.
It's tricky for me because I want to enjoy all these films that I'm watching, but people involved, the product, the final product makes it annoying. Not makes it difficult to enjoy. It does in a sense, but I'm like, come on, man, how do you botch it?
Yeah.
What do you got to botch it for?
I think because they were too attached to staying within the continuity that Bryan Singer.
Don't do that.
Because when he made that first movie. The idea, the way he sold it was, it's in our world, but there's mutants now, and how would the world react to that? And then by the time that they started making more of them, like even into X2, when they started hinting at things like the Phoenix, X2 worked because it was on the cusp. We learned about them going beyond their mutants that are prosecuted by the government.
Right.
They started to go beyond that in 2, and then after that, it was just like a clusterfuck of all the dominoes going in different directions. Now that there's a Phoenix version of Jean Grey, and she can melt all the mutants, and they made a cure for it now, and all this different shit. So it's like, they can only go in these further and further directions where, Bryan Singer didn't give a fuck about continuity when he included certain characters or changed their ages or whatever.
That's why it's a problem when the guy who's supposed to be in charge doesn't really give a fuck.
Right. So then, you start doing Wolverine Origins and you put Gambit in it where he knew Wolverine in the 60s, then now you can't do any stories with Rogue and Gambit.
Yeah. Automatically, it's like, cool, unless you want it to be a really old Gambit with a kid Rogue.
And now you've made a movie with Nightcrawler in it, and Nightcrawler is, played by Alan Cumming, who's, way too fucking old looking to look like he's Rebecca Romijn's kid. Right. So then you have to come up with a different story for him. And, it's just, every little tweak they did, then it fucks up all that universe's continuity. It just stacks and stacks, man. It just stacks and stacks.
I don't like it.
And now they're like, we can't do Old Man Logan. The comics do it, but they usually do it in arcs.
Yeah,
whereas
that's exactly it.
With the X-Men movies, it'd be like if they change continuity every issue. That's not.
Oh, that would be a terrible way of reading things.
Yeah, it'd be really hard to keep up,
But okay, back to Logan though. I think the poster looks cool. It's interesting that they're titling it Logan, if that is the title.
Yeah.
But, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an X-Men film, so at this point, I'm whatever with any X-Men film.
Deadpool, man.
Except Deadpool, but Deadpool's not really an X-Men film to me anymore. It's just a Deadpool film.
They had X-Men in it, and they made tons of references. I think it's basically an X-Men movie at this point.
It's the best X-Men film I've watched then.
Easily.
Yeah. And I know people are like, but X2 is great. I'm like, watch it again. That intro was amazing.
Yeah,
The film
Nightcrawler was
itself
still...
wasn't that great, though.
Nah. I've seen better.
Yeah, I've seen too many good films since then to be like, oh, that still holds up.
First Class had a lot of potential, a lot of great stuff in it, but
did.
they fucked up some characters as well. And
Yes.
yeah, Days of Future
Darwin.
Past, basically the same thing. They had
Come
a
on,
few cool scenes in it, but it fucked up more continuity stuff.
All of them.
just,
All the
you know.
X-Men films. Has good moments, but also like, come on, did you have to? Ugh,
Right.
Whatever, man.
It's silly shit,
Whatever.
man. Silly shit.
Yep.
But anyway, last on the list, they're making a Gears of War movie.
Who's doing it?
I don't remember if they said who the studio was.
Is it live action?
Yes,
Ooh.
like an actual movie.
Ooh.
I wouldn't
some
be
reason,
surprised if
when
like
you
a Lionsgate or something.
Yeah, that sounds like a company that would do it. For some reason, when you said, I imagine instantly like Edge of Tomorrow type. Like it looks visually like that in terms of the quality. I'm hoping it
I'd
is.
be fine with that. I mean,
Yeah, 'cause-
I assume that they would want to make it pretty close to what the games are, but in the games,
I don't mean like in
the
terms of the
characters
designs
are
and the
like
looks.
huge muscle
Yeah,
men.
that was my issue. I was like I'm not saying Edge of Tomorrow in terms of the way their suits look, but in terms of
Oh, yeah, I know what
the
you mean.
presentation of the film. Yeah. But yeah, like because everyone in Gears of War, they're massive dudes.
The newest Gears of War, they have cut back on that.
Okay.
Quite a bit, where the armor is still kind of large, but the people wearing it, they're in shape, but they're more like a Chris Evans in shape and less like a Arnold Schwarzenegger in shape.
Okay, that's much better. They're not like wrestlers wearing armor that's gigantic.
I mean, these guys could be wrestlers, but I mean like realistic wrestlers, not like John Cena wrestlers.
Like a giant
it's a
muscle.
different thing. Like Baron Corbin wrestlers versus John Cena wrestlers is a very different thing.
Yeah. For people who don't know what we're talking about. Wrestling.
Yeah. They're
We need to
lucky
talk
we
about
don't
wrestling
have a
one of
whole
these episodes
wrestling
for
section, dude. Ah, man, I
We need
wish.
to. I think we should.
Let us know if any of you guys that already
Yeah.
listen to this are interested in wrestling, because we would totally include some wrestling stuff. Sure.
We love. I don't know. I can't speak for the both of us, but I love it. I think wrestling's awesome.
Yeah, it's great, man. I mean, I'm really fucking excited for that game that comes out on Tuesday. So I've definitely got
I know we're
love.
going to talk about that.
Can't wait for the pay-per-view on Sunday.
Oh,
Let us know if any of
yes.
you are going to be watching that. Maybe we'll also
chat about it.
maybe we should send an invite to that Behance. What is the thing called? Behance? Discord. That chat thing. We should send out an invite to the chat thing when the pay-per-view is going.
Yeah, that could
I
be
think that'd
fun.
be fun.
Could be good chat.
Anyhow,
Yeah, that's it for the movies.
that's it. So we're gonna go into that list. And this week's list is sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
There's quite a few good ones in there.
There are. I like this list. This list is good.
Yeah,
This is a good one.
there's some good ones in that piece. Some topical good ones. So we'll let
here
you
it
get
is.
right into that and
Yeah.
hit us up about that wrestling thing. Let us know if you guys are interested.
No doubt.
So the next topic is the next genre, not topic, genre of film
Yeah,
is sci-fi.
yeah.
What's on our list? First on our list is The Fifth Element.
Oh shit, that's Jeff's jam?
Yes,
I think
that's
that
like
was one that we immediately both agreed on.
yeah, that is my number one movie.
What is this genre? Sci-fi?
Sci-fi.
Okay.
You already looked at the list, yeah?
Me? No.
Oh, I thought you did yesterday.
Why? No.
No, okay, but yeah, Fifth Element, my favorite movie
Why?
because it's got everything I want in it.
Like what?
It's got like it's got sci-fi elements. It's got like the European sci-fi elements, which are really interesting. Very different.
European, like what?
Just design, European design in terms of the sci-fi.
Made popular by like Mobius or something?
Mobius, guys like that, like just on like the heavy metal
Did he
magazine.
have something to do with the
He did
design of
designs,
that movie?
yeah.
Okay.
He did like production design. Him and I forget the other one.
Who's all in this one?
Sorry?
Who's all in this one?
The actors?
Yeah.
Oh, like Bruce Willis, Oldman. Gary Oldman's like amazing there.
Yeah.
Like, he's a chameleon.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
This one, I forget that it's him.
What's his character's name?
Oldman's character?
Yeah.
Gary Oldman.
I know Zorg is the last
Zorg.
name.
I'm the wrong person.
Yeah,
He's got,
damn it.
like,
yeah,
some
it's a really
super
long.
fancy name.
Emmanuel, something blah 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 blah. It's
Right.
like, yeah, it's crazy.
Jean Baptiste.
Jon Bernthal, it's the best.
Yeah.
His hair is also fantastic. I don't get the hair.
That movie was very
Have you drawn
visual.
that guy before?
I've never, and the thing is, I still want to draw like a movie style poster.
You have to.
I have like an animated movie style poster.
Use that.
Drew Struzan?
Yeah, use that Struzan palette. Make
Yeah.
it real fancy like.
I don't know, man. That palette is. I feel. I don't feel like I'm privileged enough to use that palette.
Privileged enough.
Yeah.
What does that even
I don't
mean?
know.
What does that even mean?
Like, it's untouchable, and I'm not worthy yet.
Okay, so what else do you like about that movie? What makes it your
Actually,
favorite movie of
My
all
favorite
time?
movie of all time, because it's action,
Okay,
it's got sci-fi,
Yeah.
it's got comedy.
okay.
All the actors are phenomenal.
It's got
Who
music.
else is in
It's got
it
music.
besides Bruce
Mila
Willis?
Jovovich,
That's it?
And
Yeah, the
Eddie.
main three, and,
Eddie.
Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker.
Oh, Eddie Chris Tucker.
Eddie
Yeah.
Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker's in
Yes.
it, doing his best Prince.
doing his best Prince impersonation, and it's fantastic. He's excellent in it.
Right, and he's good. He did a good
And
job.
Bruce Willis was awesome there.
It was originally supposed to be Prince playing that part.
That would have been something else. Would have been different though.
would have been very different.
It would have been very different, but would have been as cool.
But still cool.
Yeah, I think this one's
Not
funnier
as
to me.
manic,
Yeah. This
but-
one is funnier to me though,
Right.
because that is not Chris Tucker at all.
No.
So yeah, love that movie. I can watch that. I think there was a period I watched it like every day.
It was pretty good. And
Yeah.
it's got Luke Perry in it.
It does at the start, which is random
Yeah.
because he was a big star then.
Right.
So he like, we'll put you in the start that's not related to the entire thing.
Right, just so we can say you're in it.
Yeah, and he was like billed
Yeah.
very high.
And then nothing.
Yeah. Oh well, love that movie though. Watch it all the time.
Next up on the list, we got The Matrix.
The Matrix. How can this not be
The
like this?
first one?
Yes.
Yeah, the first one.
This one had
Because
to
you
be
have
on
to
the
pick
list.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably
And-
the best one.
And to me, I mean, there's a lot of issue because my favorite Matrix movie is probably the second one as far as rewatchability. The first movie is obviously like it's the most solid because it's got all the intrigue without having to figure out what's what. in the
Yeah.
movie. But I think that the second one is an amazing superhero film.
That one's a great superhero movie.
Yeah, which is what I wanted out
Yes.
of Matrix. I got that, an
But-
anime superhero.
But yeah, the Matrix one, in terms of sci-fi, it did things that it showcased things that I'm sure films prior to that hasn't really touched,
Right.
or in a very different perspective.
It had a lot of nice philosophy
Mm.
questions, and
And cool visuals too.
very cool visual shit that nobody does
Yeah,
really does.
like
although
you'd seen stuff like that in anime,
yeah,
but not like
although it
This.
gets credit for being like the first one to do a lot of stuff.
Right.
Really, to me, the first Blade did a lot of those same things.
right, which
It
is
didn't
weird.
any
It didn't
credit
get
for it.
none at all.
Like the bullet time stuff.
None at all.
and
Like, that's what I
the
found
trench
that
coats and
weird.
glasses. and
I
all
found that
shit.
whole thing weird. I was like, wait a second. I'm pretty sure Blade was
It's
before
like,
this.
yeah, but Blade's a black guy.
So that's not the
He's not as
same.
cool.
And it's based on a comic property which people don't even realize.
Right. But yeah, The Matrix is dope, dude. It's got Carrie Ann Moss in it.
Which
from
I've never seen in
Jessica
any
Jones.
other thing. Oh, other than Jessica Jones. Like, prior to The Matrix
Yeah.
and since The Matrix. Not
She
a lot
was
of
in-
films that I'd seen.
She was in like an astronaut thing where they go to like Event Horizon or something. Some movie.
Oh, I
Some
think
movie
I
where
think
they
it
go
was
to-
Event Horizon. I was
Was
gonna
it
say
that?
because when we recorded the horror one,
Right.
I was like maybe Event Horizon as a
I don't even
maybe.
think I've seen it.
Really?
I'm pretty sure I remember
It's
her
quite
face on
good.
the poster.
It's quite good. It's as a kid, I was like, I don't want to go to space, and I'm like, yeah, it's not gonna happen anyways. So, that's alright.
Not a problem.
I'd never go to space, but if I did, I wouldn't want to because this is terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why would you go on? Why would you board a ship? It's
a lot
like a
of weird
ghost ship.
shit can happen in space. You seen the
Too
Martian?
many.
It's got Matt Damon in space.
Have you seen
Yes.
the classic Lost in Space?
Yes, exactly.
Are
They
you
got
talking about
lost.
The show or the shitty movie?
Oh.
Movie.
Okay.
Well, both cases they got lost.
Well, she said classics. I thought she was
Classics,
talking
yeah,
about
actually,
the actual
No.
What's
old
crazy
TV
is that
show.
both apply somewhat.
I wasn't
At this
being
point,
serious
that
calling
movie
it
is
a classic.
not a
not. It's not.
classic.
It's not a classic.
I
It's a
know.
flop. But still.
Go show me that CGI monkey in that movie.
Oh,
and
dude.
tell me it was a fucking
I
classic.
forgot there was that, and I saw a trailer like recently. I was like,
That's
"What the
when-
fuck is that?"
No.
I feel like that's got to be my honorable mention at least.
Wow.
Lost in Space.
No,
You watch
no.
that movie again, and you'll be like, "What?
No, you can't even say that.
No.
That's. I'm gonna keep that in as well though. I was gonna say I'm gonna edit that. I was like, no, that's gonna stay.
Lost in Space monkey thing. I need.
I
Don't
embrace
see it. It's stupid looking.
I
It's so
embrace it.
CG.
It's great.
It is really
It
shitty.
is so CG.
It's a fun movie.
It's
not the best
something.
movie, but
It was
it's a fun one.
something.
What's that chick's name? That young girl who was in that movie?
She was on Party of Five as well.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name now.
Yeah, dude, look at that.
Look at that stupid ass
He
monkey,
looks
dude.
so gross. He looks
Are
like
those
he
ears
looks
or
like
eyes?
burnt vanilla pudding.
Are those more
Burnt
eyes?
vanilla pudding.
Are those more eyes?
No,
Oh,
He's
just a
those-
monkey.
he's just like a
But
weird.
that thing's supposed to be somehow in the environment with them.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. It stands out way too
It's
much.
got like big.
I
suction
totally
Look how
remember what
bright
it
it
looked like.
is.
I vividly remember this movie.
It's not even lit the
You
same
know
way.
the monkey that it was based on?
No,
Do you want to see that?
no. What?
Whoa. There was a monkey character in Lost in Space?
Yeah, dude.
Get fucked. I thought that shit was made up.
No, that's what it was supposed to be a reference to. It was
That's
a fucking
but
dumb
why is
monkey
it
that's on
completely
that show.
different?
Well, because
Because it was what they could
That one
do
looks
on
like
that show.
Bigfoot.
It's like, well, we can put a weird head on top of a real monkey and make it look like a bigger monkey
No.
is
head.
that what they did?
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's dumb. I don't like
It's like
it.
a hat for him.
I don't like it.
It's a hat of a bigger head.
That's so cruel,
horrible.
too.
Would you wear a hat of a bigger head?
No.
Did it look seamless?
And in some scenes where the monkey had to do specific stuff, it's a guy wearing a suit of a monkey
That's
with a
the
hat
picture
of
you
a
just
monkey.
showed
with
me.
a hat. Now it's a guy in a suit with a fake monkey head on
Oh
top.
my god,
That's just
monkeyception,
dumb.
dude.
Depending on what they needed to do in the scene.
Monkeyception? Monkception?
Yeah, dude.
monkeyception.
Because that movie was so good. Anyway, Lost in Space is terrible.
Yeah, that. We shouldn't have talked about that long.
Oh, we definitely well
No,
deserved.
it's so much
Well
better
deserved.
now. Next up is the movie Inception.
Yeah, monkeyception. It's
wow.
monkeyception. This film was great.
Segue.
Sci-fi? I liked it.
Did you like Inception?
Inception. I think I've only seen Inception twice now. I remember the first time I saw it though. I got out of the movie very, very confused, but like super duper stoked. Like I
I
got out
was
of the movie.
wondering if you remember because it's one of the first. It's
Yeah.
one of the movies that I remember your reaction
Yeah.
to as soon as we left.
I just think
As
I kept
soon as
saying
the movie
like,
stopped and you had all the they had the like slow build with the piano music and Leonardo DiCaprio's kind of looking at his kids running around or whatever, and the little thimble thing is still going. What is that called? A
Dreidel?
top,
Oh, yeah, it's like a dreidel almost.
whatever it is.
Yeah, it's a top probably.
It's spinning, and I was looking at Kanoi, and she was like really intensely watching it, and when it cut to black, she went, "What?"
That's something that I can imagine to say.
yeah.
She does it sometimes when we're just watching stuff.
It was
Yeah.
just so funny to me. And then she looked at me and she said, "That was crazy." That
said that
whole
over and
thing
over
was crazy. Yeah, she just kept saying it for the rest of the night.
There's so many theories about that.
Right.
I don't,
too
care.
many
I don't give
ideas,
any shits
yeah.
about him. That movie was tight.
It's that's
I don't
it.
think
That's
you need
fine
them.
too.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
leave
that's
it ambiguous.
that's my thing too. And it's like people want to like again like all these random fan theories about stories and movies, like
Right.
the one I was just saying to you earlier about Greece.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that thing was so far fetched in terms of not even related whatsoever
Yeah.
to the theme of the film,
But,
but it's how you interpret it.
Mhm.
That's crazy to me.
Inception was cool, man. I had
We own
Visually,
it, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, we do. Joseph Gordon-Levitt was in it.
Yeah.
he's
Uh,
good.
It's a good
had Tom-
cast for
that was
sure.
the
Ellen
first thing I
Page.
remember seeing
Tom Hardy, right?
in.
Yeah, and he was fine.
Ah,
there.
yeah,
Right
yeah.
there.
Yeah, I
the
think, and the
was good.
chemistry of all of them together
Right.
was really good.
Ellen Page was cool in it. I
Yeah.
feel like she was a little bit underused
I
towards the end.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, she kind of faded in terms of a character.
But the directing was fantastic.
Mhm.
I think it might be my favorite
Nolan?
movie that's not Dark Knight.
Really?
Yeah. Like I've seen Memento, and that was
Memento's
fine.
really good.
I didn't even watch Interstellar, but I had no
Dude,
interest
Interstellar
in it.
is
I didn't watch that.
really cool.
I just have no interest in it.
Is it
dude.
McConaughey?
It's all of it.
Really?
None of it appealed to me. Like
I
I
just-
remember seeing the trailer and everybody going, "Oh man, that looks so good." I'm like, no.
There are
none-
some
none
scenes-
of that spoke.
There
to
are
me.
some
I-
scenes in
it-
space.
It's
Yeah.
free on Amazon now. if
You
you
should
wanna
check
watch
it. There are scenes in some of the space scenes in particular. Like in terms of film, it's fine.
Right.
But there are some space scenes where I was like, I don't think I've ever seen anything
Didn't
like
they
this.
film it
Right.
on like a really crazy camera? I thought they did.
They
He
said
films a
they
lot of
filmed
shit in
certain
IMAX.
sections. Yeah, in
Oh,
IMAX.
I thought it was like something.
Some of the
weird.
scenes in space though, just like the silent moments. I'm like, yeah,
It's
I would watch
not-
that without
it's-
sound.
He's a good visionary director, so I get why it would be a visually cool thing to
right.
watch. But story, if I don't give any shit
Absolutely, no, I
story-wise,
get you. I
it's
get
hard
you.
for
Yeah,
me
yeah,
to,
completely.
especially after anything I heard afterwards was like, the power of love, and I was like, no,
That's
fuck
the
this movie
power
forever.
of love. You
Yeah.
should have been that one.
No, I'm
No.
good. I'm good off that forever. I think, but it's out there, and Inception is better in my opinion, without even seeing.
Yeah,
it.
Inception is good.
Yep.
It's more appealing just in its concept alone. Dreams inside
Inception.
dreams.
Yeah,
where you
dream
get
in a
to
dream in
run
a
on
dream in a dream.
ceilings
Right,
and
right. The ceiling
Yeah.
dream. Yeah.
Rob banks and shit.
Or
inside
you
your
like
mind.
waking up in a dream and not realizing it's still a dream. That's
Kim
happened, I'm sure.
Watanabe's in it again, and we already talked about how much I like that guy.
Yeah, Royce loves him.
What's the Courtyard? The
Courtyard
French girl that's Talia al Ghul.
Yeah. Cotillard.
Courtyard.
What's her first name?
Adrienne
Is it
Courtyard.
Adrian?
I don't fucking know. You know who I'm talking about.
I do know.
The French lady.
Yeah, she was in Big
She's
Fish.
in that movie, and the whole time I was seeing her in that movie,
Marion.
did not.
Is it Marion?
I think so. I didn't believe it at all. That.
DiCaprio's?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
That,
it's about-
the
yeah.
chemistry of them two
The
together. I'm like,
even the lack of?
that's not a fucking thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Those two never.
And it was
came.
not at all for her as well, so it was
I
a bit
feel
weird.
like she looks at Leonardo DiCaprio and goes, "Nah,
Really?
that nigga's dirty." I think he
What?
looks like a dirty man.
What?
Because Leonardo DiCaprio's out there humping.
Oh,
and
yes,
stuff,
for real.
humping models and stuff.
For real.
She knows that. She wants nothing to
But
do
it's
with that. guy.
acting.
I get it. But you can't not know how you feel about that person
Oh, yeah.
ahead of time. And she's like, "No, my husband, I love you. I'm gonna go commit suicide or whatever." But off camera, she's like, "Nah, no, none of that guy."
That's hilarious. This is a whole nother depiction
I
of
feel
this
like
film.
I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it.
Oh,
Next film up, Terminator 2: Judgment Day.
this film
a
still
classic.
stands the test of time.
It's classic.
You watch it again and it's still fantastic.
Miles Dyson.
Yeah.
Cyborg's dad.
Yes,
When he dies on the thing.
exactly.
So good,
I
man.
think it's all linked, bro.
So good, man.
Part
Sarah
of the
Connor.
Justice League. Sarah Connor was badass.
That's the first chick I would think I saw as a kid where I was like, she is bad. She's a badass.
yeah, she's a like.
It was nothing to do with like, oh, she's hot. Yada
See,
yada.
to me-
it was just like, I
Yeah,
believe
no,
this
completely.
the skinny
Yeah.
little lady
Yeah, yeah.
will kill
Yeah,
you.
ew. Like, cause those scenes where I was like, ew, she was ripped.
Yeah,
and I was like, good. I didn't know that was
Aren't you
possible.
like, holy shit,
Yeah.
that's the same girl from the
Right,
first
that's why it
Terminator?
was tripping me.
It's so nuts.
And like, I was gonna bring this up earlier. I was like, you said she's complete badass.
yeah,
I was gonna bring up Ripley from Aliens.
right.
Mind you, she's a full badass in that film, but
Yeah.
she fell into the role of it. With her it was more. I feel responsible. I have to take care of this.
Right.
But with Sarah Connor, she was like complete
Yeah.
badass.
I don't know. There was something about it that I just
Yeah.
believed it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Especially like the
Her acting was-
tortured, like
Dude.
when she's
she's a little
running
crazy?
when she's running down the hallway. dude,
Yes.
and she sees the Terminator and she just falls on
Yeah.
the ground. You totally
Oh,
believe
yeah, yeah.
it. You totally
And you
believe
get it. You understand why she's completely shitting herself.
Yeah.
I mean, in the first film, they just got rid of one.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, she went to fucking prison for it because
Right.
everyone thought she was crazy.
She's-
And now she sees it again.
Right.
What the hell would you think?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
And now it's here to help you. That's
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
be weird.
That one. Would you even trust it?
Yeah, that's got to be weird.
Love that movie, though. James Cameron killed it with
Yeah,
that.
to me, that's his best. Better than Avatar. I would have loved to have seen him do Spider-Man, so I could say that was in contention. But all I see is a suit. So,
Terminator 2 is definitely in a league of its own in terms of films in general, I feel.
what's James Cameron's best movie if it's not that?
Aliens is so close. Aliens is very close.
Better than Terminator
I
2?
don't know. Terminator 2
You're
was
an
like...
insane person.
I don't know.
Edward Furlong.
True Lies was legit.
On a dirt bike.
True Lies was legit.
True Lies is great. True Lies is
True
great.
Lies is fantastic.
But
Yeah, no, it's not Terminator 2. I get it.
it's not the same.
I
It
get
has
it.
a T-1000, dude.
I know. Fucking
A
T-1000.
practical T-1000.
Oh, but not just that. As a villain as well,
Yeah.
you were terrified of him.
Yep, and that guy was
The
perfect.
guy can creep
and
through
it has
anything.
100% less Kristen Stewart in that movie.
What?
Isn't Kristen Stewart his daughter in True Lies?
No.
Are you sure?
Kristen Stewart?
Yeah, Twilight Girl.
In True Lies?
I thought she was the daughter.
Nah, dude.
The one that's like on the plane and shit.
I thought it was Eliza Dushku.
Was it?
Yeah.
Now I have to look this up. I really thought it was Kristen Stewart.
She would have been. Maybe. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was Eliza Dushku. But I could be completely wrong. And it wouldn't surprise me too.
I'm fine with it if I'm a wrong person. I just
Because I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure she's got the right age name. It's like,
Eliza Dushku, Dana Tasker?
Dana
Yeah.
Tasker. Oh, well, you know.
but great
I'm fine
film. with
with it not being
But yeah,
Eliza
Terminator-
Dushku as well. She's
Terminator 2
also
though.
terrible.
Yeah, Terminator 2 was okay. Fair enough. Because I can't dispute that.
No,
I can't. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, do I enjoy Aliens more than Terminator 2? Very close, but
if they're both playing in the cinema at the same time,
I don't know. It depends
which one
how
do
I
you
feel.
walk into, man?
Because I would love to see Aliens again in a big screen.
But it's right
real.
now. You get to see it in IMAX, one-time showing.
IMAX,
They're both-
one-time
they're both
showing.
playing at the same time.
I get a fully comfortable seat.
Yeah. Which one are you going in to watch?
IMAX, like remastered
Sure.
for IMAX.
Yep.
Probably Terminator.
Yeah, come on, man.
Probably
It's
so.
undeniable. It's undeniable.
Aliens though, so fucking close.
Next up on the thingy jobber they do blah 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 is Ex Machina.
A recent film.
It is more recent
But it's-
than anything on the list.
Yeah, it's
really.
like it was last year.
Was it 2015?
Was it? I think it was late 2000
Yeah,
or
maybe.
mid sometime. But it was fantastic.
What did you think of Ex Machina?
I was not
It was last
that
year.
impressed.
You weren't?
No.
Really? I thought I remember you saying that
It
you
was
liked it quite a bit.
interesting. It was. I don't know. It was interesting, but it was a little like too.
Do you think it was the ending that made you feel like that?
No, it wasn't the ending. The movie overall is fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's about this guy who lives in the middle of fucking nowhere who
Hmm.
makes a robot. And then the robot, maybe I can't tell, but he's obviously abusing these.
Maybe a spoiler alert if you haven't seen Ex
Well-
Machina. It is pretty recent. But spoiler alert.
Yeah.
We might talk about it here.
But who knows? I don't know.
Right.
Is that? I don't know.
Mm.
Anyways, that movie was visually really cool and it was mentally really cool just because it was a really mental movie.
Yeah. It's got 2 Star Warses in it.
Yeah,
Right.
it does. Yeah, it does.
It has 2 of the Star Warses in it.
2 of the Star Warses.
Yeah.
Two
It's
guys
got-
from Star Wars, right?
From the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 actors from it.
One of the bad guys and one of the good guys. No ladies from Star Wars.
Oddly enough.
Do you think they'll
Although
put her in there?
they were saying they might put her in there. Yeah, she's a new Tomb Raider though, so
She is the new Tomb
And she
Raider.
was
They
fighting.
got 1 Tomb Raider and 2 Star Warses in that movie.
great film though. Great direction, great design.
Yeah,
I really like the design.
I don't think I would have put it in
The
my top
design is
list of
great,
anything.
but you beat that design but with almost the exact same thing when you did your Android character for Scratch Jams.
Yeah, what about it?
It's almost the exact same design. If you look at
Maybe that one was first though.
I don't think it was. I think I
Was
went
it?
back and looked. I think you must came out before that movie
Oh
came
well,
out.
it's not my fault.
I'm just saying.
That's weird.
It's but I mean, you can't be like, oh, design's dope, because I already did.
Oh, I didn't even know. No. I wasn't even thinking that. I was just thinking the way it's portrayed, the actual visual effects.
Yeah, but
were
go
fantastic.
Go back and look at that thing
Oh,
that
no.
Jeff drew for the Void. If you can find his character that is an android female that can have like holographic hair, she's basically got the same.
That's
design.
fucking weird. That's cool too, though. That's rad.
It has the whole like translucent head
That's
where you can
sick.
see parts of it.
It looks
and,
good
You
though.
can see the inside of her body or whatever. Super weird, but super cool at the same time. And what's the 2 Star Wars' names?
The actors?
Yeah,
Oh
Finn?
shit.
No. Well, no, not Finn. Not Finn.
not Finn. Finn
Not
is
Finn.
is
Is it
Boyega. Poe
Yeah, there's Poe
But
Dameron.
what's the actor's name?
Oh,
He
fuck
played
if I know.
Apocalypse recently.
Yeah, fuck. I don't know. It's in the tip of my tongue, but I can't figure
It
it.
is definitely. It is nowhere
figure
near
it
my
right now.
face.
Do you
right
know?
now.
Oh no, I don't know.
So,
Kanoi's looking it
we
up.
only got Poe Dameron through Kanoy.
Yeah.
And the other guy, he was Admiral or General
Yeah.
something. Hux, General Hux.
Yeah, General Hux.
What's the main dude's name, though?
I don't know.
He was in About Time.
He was
He was
fantastic.
great in that movie.
I love that
How
movie.
did that not
He's
make
got
it?
a
I don't
pretty,
know. Because
like,
I was
generic...
Was that
gonna
on
put
romance?
I was gonna either put it on
Didn't make
romance. I know I was
romance?
gonna either put it on romance or sci-fi as an honorable
But
mention.
you put it on neither one.
I know, because I'm an idiot.
And you love that movie.
I do.
Do you want me to tell you his name?
Yes,
yeah,
please.
What's his name?
Oscar Isaac.
That's it.
Oscar Isaac.
And what's the other guy's
He's
name?
got 2 first names.
That's
Domhnall.
Donald Gleason.
Yeah, that's a weird fucking name.
Domhnall
Domhnall Gleeson.
Yeah.
He's great. I wonder if he'll be in Star Wars, the next one.
Domhnall.
No, because
Yeah,
it's a
same.
prequel.
No, not Rogue One, the actual episode.
Next one up on the list, Edge of Tomorrow,
Yes.
starring Tom Hanks. You like Tom Hanks?
Tom-
I would watch that
Oh
movie.
my gosh, that film would be weird if
I
it
would
was
watch
Tom
that movie.
Hanks.
I would watch
No.
Tom Hanks.
No way.
Why not, dude?
That's so weird.
I'm just saying,
Hey,
you're not giving Tom
Right,
Hanks enough
question. Live, Die, Repeat.
Yeah.
Not Live, Die, Repeat.
credit.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah. All you need is kill.
All you need is kill. All those things, the same movie. But if the lead were
Tom
another actor
Like-
other than Tom Cruise, like say someone that's supposed to, because sometimes
Tom
he plays,
Tom- I picked Tom Hanks.
No,
If
no,
the
it's-
question is, who else would I pick to play that?
Yeah, yeah.
Tom Hanks for sure.
what
Hands
is
down.
like? Do you guys have an issue when like, because the character that he was supposed to portray was much younger than he actually is, obviously.
Right?
Is it weird that he's cast as like much younger characters? Even
No,
though...
because I would have picked Tom Hanks, who's much older than Tom Cruise is.
It's a very different movie.
I mean, but who else would you pick?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying in general. Like
Who
the
else
film
would
would
you-
not have been made if not for Tom Cruise.
Right. But the kind of character he was playing, I feel like is fine.
It's fine because it wasn't really an age-based. type
No,
thing.
it was
Okay.
just a guy who's been in the system for a long time
For a
without
bit, yeah.
actually
Right,
going
right,
into
right,
combat because
right.
he's a smooth talker or whatever. Then he gets in a situation where he can't talk his way out of it.
Yeah, spoilers.
Right, and that's
great.
and to me that's fine. That's
Okay.
enough.
Yeah.
And you know who would have been really good in that? Tom Hanks. I feel like Tom Hanks would have crushed it.
That would have been
Him in that exosuit, dude.
That would have been so weird. I'm just imagining like
Emily
Woody-
Blunt though was hella tight in that
Yeah,
show.
Emily
she
Blunt was, like,
Emily
the
Blunt
best.
should have been Black Widow, and I think that they fucked it up so bad by not picking her that now they can't put her in.
I know, which sucks.
Because that is the one she should have
Yeah,
been.
that's the one where she's like, "You're perfect for her."
Yep.
Nope.
She just had to go do fucking Gulliver's Travels.
Right.
So dumb. Next up on the list, Demolition Man, starring Sylvester Stallone
Yeah,
and
dude,
Wesley
this
Snipes.
film is like '90s goodness.
I think it's very underrated.
Very. Wesley
Smart.
Snipes in there.
He's great.
Amazing,
He's
dude.
got reverse colors blade haircut.
Yep. What's his name?
He's kind shit.
Phoenix. I know. It's something.
Yeah.
We're fucking up on names today.
We really are.
Oh,
It is something
Simon
crazy.
Phoenix.
Simon Phoenix. Because he says Simon Says all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. He was so good.
He was-
Because at first I remember when he was cast, I was like, nah. Last thing I saw him in was White Man Can't Jump.
Right.
I was
Which
like,
I like that. I like that movie.
Great film too. But I'm like, there's no way he's gonna fucking face off with Stallone and be like, yeah, I believe it. But then when I watched him in the film, I was like, fuck, he's destroying him.
Because I didn't know about all that
The martial art,
back
I didn't
then.
know that either. So, but like, that's why his moves look legit.
And it's got Captain Stacy in it. He helps all the underground mole people.
Oh, right. That's right.
What's
That's
that guy's
weird.
name?
I forgot.
Dennis Leary.
That's weird.
Yeah. Sandra Bullock.
Sandra
is in
Bullock,
it.
she's adorable in
Yeah,
that movie.
she has adorable VR sex before
Right.
VR.
Yeah, right.
What year is that movie supposed to
don't
take
know.
place in?
I don't
Can I,
know.
look up.
I had
what
Rob,
year
I had
Demolition
Rob
takes
Schneider.
place in. Oh,
He
yeah,
doesn't
instead of
understand the
cop.
seashells.
Yeah.
Because they don't explain it.
How, if you had to guess,
Yes.
how do you think you wipe with
I
the
don't know.
Come on.
I
If
don't
you
know.
go in the bathroom and you're like, how do I do this?
I was like, there's no way you're scooping anything.
You know what I figured it was?
What?
You use 2 seashells to pinch off
Yeah.
and the other one to scoop.
What are you
That
talking
makes sense.
about?
In the movie Demolition Man.
Yeah, yeah. They don't
They
have
don't
toilet
use
paper.
toilet paper anymore. He goes to use the bathroom, and instead of toilet paper,
There's
there's
just
just a little
3
shelf with
seashells.
3 seashells on it.
and that's what
And
you
they
use.
keep asking him how to use it, and they just laugh at him because they're like, "What do you mean you don't know how to use
Yeah.
it?"
What the fuck is this movie?
Demolition Man.
I know, but what is it about?
Oh my god!
Wait, have you?
Don't look up the synopsis because we're totally gonna watch
has
that.
she-
It came out
this?
in 1993.
Yeah, but what year is it supposed to take place in?
Oh, I can't. It won't let me. Oh, there you go.
The museum was dope though. How they built it above the ruins.
Right.
To me, I was like, that's a really cool idea.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice that we don't have any ruined cities where we can build upon.
Well,
But-
that does happen. That happened here in Seattle.
I understand, but like that view of it is really interesting. How you
you know that
incorporate it
underground tour thing they
Yeah.
do here? That's
It's still
a
there.
tour of the city
They
that we
should-
built on top
That's
of.
fucking nuts to me.
Yeah.
There's a subterranean beneath us.
Yeah, it's nanners.
That's sick. That's sick. Yeah. Why don't they make the actual roads like that though, where it's presentable with the glass and like a museum and stuff? I get it.
Don't do that.
That movie though,
I don't know. It doesn't tell me.
fucking
Like
Weird
their
and cool.
Taco Bell's like their main restaurant. They're like
yeah,
fancy restaurant there.
Sick.
What the fuck is this? The
Crime was like really low.
what's that movie?
What?
Oh my god, with Dax Shepard.
Idiocracy?
but,
No,
like,
'cause it's
futuristic.
like a utopia they live in.
I'm surprised that.
But we gotta watch it. If you haven't seen that movie, you have to
Demolition
watch
Man. Yeah, this is.
it. And I gotta figure out what time and place it takes place in because I really want to know because of the VR sex. That's
It has to be within our time now, though.
right.
I feel because there's no way he could have slept that long when he was frozen, unless it was like 2060 something or something.
Something like that. That sounds
Dude,
about
Wesley
right.
Snipes looks weird in that movie.
He looks like Reverse
Simon
Blade.
Phoenix, dude, was
He does
sick.
look like Reverse Blade, yeah.
So
Anyway,
sick.
next up on the list here, we got Back to the Future 2.
Would
You
you
saw that
agree?
movie? You saw that movie in the theater, didn't you?
I did.
We went on.
Yeah.
We went on
the
Back to
day.
the Future Day.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, we had good times.
That was last year sometime.
It's a
That
classic. This
movie's
one is a
It's
classic.
a classic.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's not the same
No.
level of classic as say like a Lost in Space.
It's like Lost in Space. Okay. Mount LeBlanc one? Yeah, the Mount LeBlanc
Yes.
one?
Although you know that mask.
That mouse was the best. When I saw that, I was like, what?
Yeah,
that was
I thought that
pre-Iron
was
Man.
right.
That's why to me.
It was, but it
'Cause
was
I
like shingles. It was like
It was, but to me that was cool because I was like, that's a fucking Iron Man.
It's
That-
neat,
the way it was
but
cut.
You think about it.
Oh,
you're
it's
like,
garbage,
there's no
'cause
way
it's just
that
a
fits on
helmet.
the head.
Yeah, And then made it worse with the fucking monkey, that alien monkey.
I think we should just, for the future, for the rest of our lives, always find a way to incorporate Lost in Space in
Yeah.
conversation.
It's like the classic
Just always
Lost in
bring
Space.
it back up somehow.
It's like, oh man, I had a great time today. It was just reminding me of that classic Lost in
telling you,
Space.
just do that a whole bunch next time you have girls' night. And I was like, what the fuck is Kanoid on about with this?
I need to edit this part
Lost in
out.
Space?
Yeah.
No, this is great.
Anyways, Back to the Future.
Two.
Is an awesome movie.
Yeah.
Do you like it more than the first one?
I
do.
couldn't tell you.
Okay.
I don't remember which one's the first one.
The
I
one
get
where
them all
they go
confused.
The ones that
to
go
the past.
back and past.
They go to 1955. Back to the Future 2 is the one where they go to the future. There's
Right,
hoverboards. And
Right?
shit.
Yeah, I definitely like the second one better.
Yeah.
The first one I thought was okay.
I mean, it's mostly the same movie. It has
Yeah.
a bunch of the same plot points and stuff.
But that's why I liked it more than the third. The third was fine.
I didn't see that.
I didn't like the third one.
The
too.
third is fine, but I like the second one because of how much it incorporates the first.
I was so turned off by the Western bullshit in the
I-
third movie because it looks so garbage.
Cheesy,
to me.
yeah, it's-
I didn't believe it at all. It
It's
looked
like Backlot.
You took those guys,
Yeah.
to a ranch or whatever, and you had a bunch of cardboard houses for them to run around in. I was not at all impressed by that third movie. But that's what happens when you make.
Plus, the future.
Also, I didn't realize until we saw it in the theater the second time how much setup for the third movie is in the
Oh,
second
yeah.
movie. Because they filmed them back
Oh,
to back
yeah.
or whatever. So they were like, here's the thing where
It's phenomenal.
Mad Dog
Yeah,
Robbie
it's-
Blue.
it's
And you're
phenomenal.
like, no, not phenomenal.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Not phenomenal. Because it didn't feel like, oh, we're being really clever.
No, no, no.
It
I
felt
think-
like, oh man, we better cram a bunch of bullshit.
I
to fit
actually,
into
to
the
me,
second
when I
movie.
watched the second one, because I didn't know that it was filmed back to back.
Right.
As a kid, when I watched the second one, I just thought that was the latest, and that's it.
Yeah, and I
So
didn't
that's why I was
realize that
like, oh,
which
this
was
is
why
wicked.
I was fine with it as a kid, and then after
Oh,
when I
right.
see them
Okay,
all,
as
I
an
went back
adult,
and watched
sure,
it, and I'm
sure.
like, no, that's dumb. That didn't
No.
even fit here. But they were like, gotta make sure Mitch.
Yeah, we have to.
Shit.
So on the third one, we can be like, hey, remember this scene?
So dumb.
It's fine.
So dumb, but the second one is awesome.
I like it.
And they have the Donald Trump future.
Yeah, they do.
And Mad Morgan was in a movie once. Pacific Rim is up next. How did you feel about that movie, Mr.
Love
Kaiju
it.
Man? You loved him kaiju.
I do. It was really, really, really
You
cool.
loved them giant robots.
I always wanted to see, like as a kid, I loved giant robots and
but
giant
these are like
monsters
the
and stuff.
biggest fucking robots we've gotten, right? Because they're
Yes.
throwing boats and shit.
Yeah,
at
they're
each other
holding a
like
boat as a baseball
bats.
bat. It's the best.
They're huge.
He
They're
had a
real
fucking
robots.
the whip sword that came out in the end,
Right.
and I was like, you had that all along, but you showed us when it was needed.
Yeah.
I know some people watching is like, if you fucking had it already, why didn't you use it earlier? I'm like, because
It's an
story
emergency,
wise,
break the
it's
glass.
legit. Yeah, they didn't even know it. They didn't even know
they
it.
had
They
that
didn't even
thing.
know it. Or like the rocket punch stuff. People are like, if you've got it, always use it. I'm like,
What if
but
it
then
uses
as a
hella power?
right.
What
Or
if you need to
why
save
not
it?
as a movie? Just bloody not. Just tell the story that you want to tell.
Right.
If you don't like it as a viewer, then that's a preference you've
Yeah,
got.
it's
I'm
like
sorry.
Watching anime.
Yeah, that's to me it was an anime.
Right, because I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
if you watch an anime and you're like, Naruto has
Yep.
the number one biggest attack or whatever
Ever in the
world.
universe.
Why doesn't he just start with
Right.
that?
But then you can say,
you
oh,
don't
because
get
he's
no
a child.
drama. You get no
Yes,
drama of
exactly.
the fight.
Plus, you can technically say he's a child. He wasn't aware that he had those
Or
abilities.
any
and
of
stuff.
the characters
yeah.
in Naruto, they all have an ultimate
Right,
move.
right.
Why not start with
I
that
don't know.
every time?
Yeah,
you
exactly,
fight?
exactly. Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
Freaking
same thing.
the biggest Kamea.
Yeah, if he just charged the spirit bomb before he even got to
Oh
the
yeah,
fight,
yeah.
why not just do that? Be like, I'm
Look.
charging the spirit bomb from here, then I'll go meet Cell in a half hour.
Yeah, and just fucking throw it at him. Throw it at him. Sal, catch this.
Right.
Oh, what was that? You weren't prepared. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just using my best move on you.
Well, you know, Pacific Rim's got Ron Perlman.
It does. He's great.
It's directed by Guillermo
Del Toro, gangsta,
Pacific Rim has Charlie Day.
It has Charlie
Charlie Day.
as a scientist.
which was fun.
Did they puke on Spider-Man?
No, I spilled. My chocolate got on it
My chocolate got on.
from my ice cream earlier.
Cool.
Can always getting chocolate on things. Typical Tuesday.
On a Friday,
Yep.
Saturday morning. Pacific Rim though, giant robots,
Yeah, that's a good
giant
one.
monsters.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember seeing that one?
Badass. Yeah, I remember seeing that one.
We saw it IMAX.
Did
Yeah,
you guys?
that one
It
was
was
awesome.
great. It's great in the big screen. Loved it.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
I want to pilot one, but it's terrifying too.
Oh yeah.
You're getting the second one.
I know, but it's the new cast and stuff. We'll
with
see.
Boyega.
Yep.
What? John Boyega's in it?
Yes, he's going to be the son of Idris Elba's character in the first
The
one.
fuck is Idris Elba's character?
He was
He
like
was the
the commander.
tonight we cancel
Yeah.
the apocalypse.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking Idris Elba, dude. He's tight.
Yeah,
He's good.
pretty
I think the fact that everyone says let's have him for everything though is what's more like. Come on. There's more actors.
there are more actors, but I don't know if anybody else would have pulled off making me scared of Khan in fucking Jungle Book.
Right. He was
Like Idris
excellent.
Elba
He was
did.
excellent.
Come on, you saw that movie. Tell me Khan wasn't scary as shit.
Con was hella scary.
I think like maybe back in the day,
Yeah.
James Earl Jones would have.
No,
Killed
it's
that.
not the same, dude. James
Would've
Earl
did a good
Jones.
job, yeah.
James Earl Jones should have been like he was already the right one. He was Mufasa.
it was
Yeah.
He
Mufasa.
needs to show up as a big fucking lion that rules shit.
And he's
That's
awesome.
James Earl
Yeah,
Jones.
he's an awesome lion, not the tiger that wants to kill.
not the
and eat,
evil
yeah.
fucking tiger that'll
Right.
talk shit to you right in front of you and be like, "But do something, nigga. I'm a tiger, and you're
I
a
was,
bunch of shit."
that film was fucking Jungle Book.
I
Was
couldn't
sick,
believe they
dude.
showed him kill that other animal like that.
Oh, the wolf. He just
He was like, "Ah!"
Yeah. But so easy.
Get the fuck out of
So
here.
easy.
Like it
So
was nothing.
easily. No, it
Just
was
threw
nothing.
Yeah, fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
it basically,
Try
yeah.
it, buddy.
He grabbed his neck and just flung it. And I was like,
You ain't
oh
shit.
shit.
You ain't shit. That's
That
what he
was
said.
that was
That's what he
hardcore.
said to
Yeah,
that
I
guy.
believed it.
And I believed it too. I believed it too. You believe it?
But that wasn't on the
You believe
list.
I hella
And Idris
believe
Elba
it.
was in that film, Pacific Rim.
Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, the animated
The
film.
animated Ghost
Not
in the
the
Shell.
upcoming one, which
That would
obviously
be weird
would be
if that
weird.
was on our list before that movie's
Right.
out.
This film is just sci-fi goodness.
It's my favorite anime movie.
Right.
It's probably one of the first I've ever seen. I think Ninja Scroll is the first one I ever saw, but Ghost in the Shell's got to be one of the first I ever saw, and I loved it. I think that
It's still one of the best.
it's got yeah, definitely.
So this thing.
It's like watch The Matrix and tell me that a bunch of that shit
Yeah.
wasn't like nitpicked right out. of
Exactly.
Ghost
Because
in
then
the
if you
Shell.
watch it, people might go, oh, that's like The Matrix. It's like, yeah, look when it was released.
Right. That scene of her falling off the building and cloaking,
Oh,
iconic.
dude, if anyone does it similar now, like anyone falls while looking up still, I'm always going to go, yeah, that's Ghost in the Shell. Even if you're not cloaking,
Yep.
if you're just looking up, I
That
think
scene in
Underworld might
Matrix
have done
2,
it.
where they jump out
Matrix,
the
yep.
window backwards and
I think
shit
Underworld
looked
might have
just
done
like
it for sure.
I know Resident Evil did it.
Yeah, that one steals off everything.
But yeah, man, the scene of her with the cloak fighting in the water
Oof.
when she was flipping around.
Dude, that was animated.
Yeah, that shit is bananas.
That's animated.
Go look at how
Oh.
low that shit is animated.
And you're like,
If you're an
That's-
artist, you know that shit is
Yeah.
painful to watch
Oh.
because you're like, oh, how
That
long
was-
would that take?
that's hand drawn too.
Yeah, man.
None of that was computer.
Oh, so good.
And if
So
it was
good.
computer, assisted. Not that whole scene though.
Right, no, it was fucking radical. Though. There's a lot of visuals when she's tearing apart the tank and her fucking body is coming apart.
Yeah.
And it's all dramatic,
Yep.
and you see her like her skin tearing
You
and all
feel
the
it.
pieces underneath.
You feel that?
That movie gets me hyped up, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
If they don't have Scarlett Johansson rip a tank in half and all her pieces
Oh.
explode,
Oh,
then why are they even fucking
I don't
bothering?
know. No, it's true.
Seriously,
It's true.
Why
It's
even
really
bother
true.
making a movie if you're not?
There are
gonna
so
have
many
those-
shots in this film where even if they don't, they have to at least
They
touch
have to
upon
do
these
it.
things.
If they don't, then they are wasting all of our
Just-
time.
The intro to Ghost in the Shell where she's being put
Yeah.
together.
So sick.
We need a shot like that.
How are they gonna do the music? Because the music in Ghost in the
Yeah,
Shell was
it's
iconic,
perfect.
too.
It's perfect.
Come on.
Remember, did you see that short that was recently made? Like sometime last year, somebody just remade the entire intro of Ghost in the Shell
No,
using CG and actors.
no,
They did it frame by frame,
that's great.
and it was
Does
beautiful.
it look good?
It looks fantastic.
Oh, absolutely.
That's why I looked at it, I was like, they could probably do a Ghost in the Shell film.
I'll have to look it up.
They could
That
probably do a
Bjork
Ghost in the-
video, dude.
Yeah, that's why.
Tell
Yeah,
me.
when we watched it, we're like,
Come on.
just do this, man.
And that was like late '90s.
Right,
or some shit.
right. Well, you could do like iRobot properly like that or some shit.
iRobot's more Matrixy.
Yeah. I've got a that was it for the list, but I've got one honorable mention that was I think on the list before, but I wasn't sure.
Which is what?
Space Adventure Cobra.
I have not seen this movie, but I have played with the action figure, and that was nice.
That Space Adventure Cobra is just that influences a lot of random views also.
Does it?
Yes.
What out of there?
In terms of just like carefree in terms of design.
Yeah.
Story wise, like it is sci-fi. There's a lot of like, hey, that doesn't quite make any sense, but it's just how
I
it
think
is.
Random Views needs a naked robot.
I'm sure we can include one, but you can't really tell. It's not going to be fully nude because it is a G-rated.
I mean,
type
it doesn't
thing.
have nipples.
No.
But it needs a naked robot.
Sure, probably. I'll just call it lady as well. Oh wait, I'll get sued for that one.
Yeah,
I won't do that. But have you guys got any honorable mentions for sci-fi?
Lost in Space.
Are you serious, really?
Well, I seriously think it's an awesome movie for not because it's a good movie.
When's the last time you watched it?
I feel like, well, it's been a while, but I remember
Okay.
when it did come out, I watched the shit out of the movie.
Okay, and you enjoyed it.
But you were also like, what, 7
It
or
was
something
later
when that
on.
movie came out?
Later on,
When later?
like after a couple years after it came out, I'm sure I saw it.
I think it
Like
might.
when you were a teenager?
I think so. Yeah, I think I was like early teens
That
when
film
I
has-
watched it the first time.
Who does that film have?
We already
Who
talked
does
about
it?
it.
Who else is apart from Matt LeBlanc?
Gary Oldman?
Oldman was fantastic. Though.
Uh,
He was great, but he's great all the time. We
is it
said this
something
already.
Cuthbert or something?
That's the girl.
Nah.
Is it Cuthbert?
I think that's the girl.
Something like
Is
that.
she?
Something. Yeah.
No, that's the one from Girl Next Door. What is her name?
Lacey.
No.
Chabert.
Is that the one? I didn't
Yeah.
think that was her.
She's the young one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought she was cool in that movie.
Yeah. But she was playing with the CG monkey.
But she was like a little.
Right,
She was supposed to be
really.
like goth or something.
Goth
like
girl.
space goth, which was kind of weird.
Something.
Other than Lost
William
in
Hurt
Space,
was the
though,
dad.
Yeah. Fucking Thunderbolt Ross.
Other than
Is Gary Oldman in one of these? Oh, yeah, it's Commissioner Gordon. Well, he was.
Oldman?
Yeah. Commissioner Gordon and Thunderbolt Ross went on a space adventure.
Right, they did. Whoa, that's weird.
Yeah, it is.
Wow, that's a movie.
Yep. I'd watch it.
That is a movie.
I'd watch it and then probably have a shitty CGI monkey in it.
No, don't do that.
Any other honorable mentions for the sci-fi genre? Going once?
I
Going
can't think of
twice.
So
I'm
that's
sure
that's
something.
what's sci-fi then.
That's it. And we did it. Sci-fi is in the can.
Cool.
Yep, and that was the sci-fi movies.
I would do commentary for all of those movies.
Oh, we should.
Alright, so until next time, guys, stay chipper chaps.
Stay chipper.
What up, Chip and Chap? This is Chip and Chap Chat. What up, Chip and Chap? This is Chip and Chap Chat. What up, Chip and Chap? This is Chip and Chap Chat. What up, Chip and Chap? This is Chip and Chap Chat.